I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description. Okay, I much prefer to wade fish, shore fish, surf cast, that kind of thing. The issue is the area that I've moved to in Florida for the winter. I really don't have a lot of good shore fishing opportunities, or at least I haven't found them yet. And what I mean by that is especially nearby. And with the whole virus thing going on, I'm trying to be kind of responsible and not do a bunch of unnecessary traveling. So yeah, I'm fishing rather close to home, and a lot of the areas, the bottom is really soft, you can't wade, but I've got a spot here where it's pretty firm bottom, and I'm going to be able to do some wade fishing. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm rather annoyed at losing that one because I just started, and excited to hook up something doing this kind of fishing, and yeah, I would like to at least have known what it was. Up north on Long Island, I do a lot of this kind of fishing for fluke and stripers. I take one of my lighter weight kayaks and throw it in the truck and wade out to a bar or an island and do exactly this. And the nice thing about this kind of fishing is you don't need an expensive kayak. Even a department store kayak that will just be basic transportation to get you out to an area in sheltered waters works great for this. Look at red. All right, a nice little red to start. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to be throwing all topwater here for a couple of reasons. Number one is where I am out here on these bars, gulp won't last 2 seconds. There's all kinds of pinfish. There's a lot of stuff. I have no idea what some of the stuff even is. Yeah, they'll just beat you to death. So the other thing is I want to cover a lot of water. And yeah, this Topwater Rebel or the Spook Junior, something like that, works fine, covers a lot of water, catches the three main species that I'm going for here, which are the redfish, speckled trout, and snook. And as always, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber and you like this content, please subscribe. Okay, now I could have chosen some water actually in closer to shore, but I decided to pick one out farther so I can kind of have like 360 degrees to cast to. I can cast in, I can cast to either side, so I can cover a lot of water without actually moving the kayak. And the retrieve speed is, I would say, slow to moderate. Really, you're looking to get that side-to-side darting action on the plug, and you can see the tip action to do that. All right, so this is a real nice speckled trout, and yeah, of course, every time I see them, I think weak fish, but yeah, certainly our weak fish don't really respond to surface plugs too well. But yeah, this is I'm happy with this. Yeah, so getting back to the type of kayak for doing this, yeah, when I'm up north, I use my lightest weight kayak because it's just easier to get on and off the truck. And what's nice about this is, you could buy like a 10-foot kayak, something that I see people easily fit in the back of a pickup or in the back of a van. Those kayaks tend to be pretty lightweight, and yeah, all you need to do is get out off the shore and get onto a spot like this. The only reason I'm using the Hobie is because of my other kayaks up north. And right now, as I'm putting this video together, there's parts of the country where marinas and things are closed, and Hey, you know what? There can be no better social distancing than what I'm doing right here. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. And you know what? Yeah, maybe you can't get your boat into a marina, but maybe this is a good time to explore this kind of fishing because it is available in many, many places. And I find Google Earth to be like the absolute best tool for finding spots like this. But in this case, in this area, you do have to be able to find spots that are firm, and that's always the case. But hey, you know what? Google Earth can at least give you good starting points for shallow water. And as far as picking good spots in general, what I've noticed on Google Earth is I can pick up some color. I can see the green, and I'm finding that the redfish and the trout, fish in general, tend to like the grassy areas, and you can actually see that from the satellite imagery. I know this particular area. I started focusing on some of the areas that look green on Google Earth, and yeah, they have fish. Come on. So I've got these barbs crushed down a little bit, should make it a little bit easier to release the fish. And as long as I keep some pressure on them, there's no reason why I should really lose anything. Sometimes when those fish jump, especially the snook, yeah, they get airborne, they can throw a plug. And something absolutely critical about this kind of wading is the footwear. There are oysters in spots, and those things are like razors, so you need very good soles. I'm using the Frog Tog Aransas boots, and they're working out great. I make sure I hose them off after each trip, and they've been wonderful. Yeah, I don't know what they call that weed in Florida, but up north we call it mung. Yeah, and it's just as bad. It's probably the same stuff. So I don't bait fish or throw a cast net or even know how to throw a cast net, but I just read in a local paper recently one of the reports saying how this mung is really making it difficult for people with the cast nets. It's getting, filling the net up and everything. It hasn't been too much of a problem for me, but yeah, it's a pain because you really got to get that off of the lure and everything. So this is the first time that I've parked the kayak to do this kind of wade fishing since I moved down here. And so I'm actually really encouraged by how many fish I'm catching and getting to hit the plug. And what's nice is, boy, you're dead silent here. I mean, look, the kayak's quiet, but you're still making a little bit of noise. And the other thing is the breeze blows you around, so you're not always where you want to be. But this is absolute, complete, dead quiet control, and I think that's helping to keep this bike going like this. I can keep moving around. If something settles down, I'll just cast off to the side behind me or whatever. Wow, this is a really good one. Whoa. Ooh, look at this. Wow. A weak fish. Oh, that's a beauty. Okay, going for 4 casts in a row. Come on, he's right behind it. If I stop it. Yeah. So yeah, I've noticed with both the trout and the redfish, sometimes you see that wake coming up behind the plug, or they'll kind of boil on it a little bit. And yeah, sometimes if you just stop the plug, they'll hit it when it's stopped, or if you stop it and then move it again, like I did that time, it sometimes works. It doesn't work all the time, but yeah, it is entertaining, because I went to a dead stop there and the plug just stood still, and then I moved it and boom, the fish took it. Okay, it's 4 casts in a row, going for 5. Come on. Oh well. So with the grocery stores running out of meats and things, I really kind of wish I could keep something, but all three of these fish, the trout, the redfish, the snook, in the county where I am, the fishery is no take until at least June of 2021. So, yeah, if I want to find some fish to eat, what I would need to do in this area is I would have to go out farther. In fact, this particular morning I saw some birds, some breaking fish. Go out and fish for something like Spanish mackerel, and I'd be able to keep those and eat them. It's 5 out of 6 casts. Marvelous. All right, then I went a couple of casts without a fish, so I kind of made this 360. Covered some different water, and yep, I'm going to cast at that bar. And when my kayak comes into view, you're going to see I've got a crate back there that's called an H crate, and it is awesome for organizing the kayak. Well, I have to thank Jeff Bray for that. He's a subscriber who saw my level of disorganization and sent me that crate, and it is absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much, Jeff Bray. Oh, nice one. Snook. Not bad. Okay, so my last fish of the trip gets me a wading slam. And yeah, I'm real happy about how this worked out. I'll definitely be doing more of this kind of fishing. This worked out really well. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you enjoy this content and you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe.